Black Myth Wukong. Is it a Souls-like? Is it a good game? Is it a bad game? Is there even enough monkey in it? I'm here to find out all those answers, so look forward to the review. First thing I gotta say, to anyone who's part of the Souls community, y'all are awesome, but y'all need to cool it. This is a good game. No one's saying it's the best Souls game to ever exist. No one's saying Elden Ring isn't amazing. Y'all need to cool it. If it's so easy, do a level 1 run. Like, it's that simple. Like, y'all need to really just relax. For starters, if we even compare the gameplay of, Black Myth Wukong and any Souls game, they're drastically different. You can tell Black Myth Wukong is heavily inspired, but it's its own thing. And on top of that, I would say one of the biggest defining features of any Souls game is the fact that when you die, something is lost. The only thing that's lost in Black Myth Wukong is your time. So it's not even on the same level. So with that out of the way, let's actually get to why this is a good game. So in terms of the actual story of Black Myth Wukong, I'll be real. I sort of am in between about it. First off, I think the premise is great. I like the fact that you're not playing as Sun Wukong. I think that's cool. You're playing as like a descendant who's like the chosen one, all that good shit. I like it. But each chapter's story doesn't feel that connected. They feel like their own little episodes, which I don't mind if they actually went that route. Because it really feels like they try and connect it here and there. I don't like that. Look, make it episodic. I'm cool with that. But the minute you start to tell me it's this whole big long story with little chapters in between, like trying to like have it like a book, which they really try and make it do, especially near the end of each episode, they have those little, specific artsy, cutscenes about some of the lore, which I think are great, by the way. It just makes it confusing though. Like we need to cut that. In fact, I think it'd be smart, and I think they're planning to do this. If they do any DLC with this, it's going to be like another episode edition. It's going to be easy. Like, I think it's smart from a practicability standpoint, but I think the story suffers. Like, honestly, story's like a low 7, Like, I'm not really feeling it. But the gameplay, on the other hand, I see a lot of talk out there that it's boring. Guess what? I like the grind. I like repetitiveness sometimes in a game. And you know what? The grind in this game to level up is pretty fun. I like the fact that you can really get specific about a type of build you're going for. Like, I think the first playthrough I did, I just straight up hit all my points into stamina because I knew that's where it was at. And I was ripping on, all the bosses. It was pretty easy. But, going back and replaying a little bit, maybe I want to invest more in like some of the spells and all that, especially like the shadow clone stuff. Like, I thought that was like super cool. Yeah, and like in regards to that, like the abilities themselves are like insane. Like, and that's why I also think it separates itself from other Souls games. Like it's a Souls-like, sure, but like it's a far distant cousin. Like Liza P is way closer to like an actual Souls-like. Hell, the damn crab game is like closer than Black Myth Wukong. Like it's its own thing, But with that being said, yeah, I really do like the gameplay, and it feels smooth. Yeah, I know people have issues with like some of the graphics and stuff. I did too. I have a beefy PC, but I still had a little bit of issues. You know what? It is what it is. Like, we all played it when it came out. It was gonna have issues. Something else I really like about this is all the NPCs within the game. I thought they were, fleshed out just enough, I liked them. They were interesting. All of them were interesting to me, the little side quests, even the more obscure ones, like that damn drum in the well and everything, like that was really fun. And also, I think the shops were way more interesting, especially like the hub world once you get there in chapter 3. It's optional too, which I think is really cool. Yeah, it just felt like there was a lot of thought put into the actual enjoyment of the game rather than, I would say, the overall enjoyment of the story, Like, they wanted to make sure people were going to sit down and play it. And I think they accomplished that. Like, I think if you sit down with this, you're going to put hours into it. You're going to put like 30, 40 hours, I don't know if you'll, get all the, achievements or trophies or what have you, but you're definitely going to put in the time. And I think, for some, that's not enough. For me, in this instance, I think it was. I'm definitely feeling like on a scale of 1 to 10, this is an 8.5 for gameplay. Like, it's that good. Like, I enjoy it. Like, I'll be real, I enjoyed it over the crab game. Like, and you sort of YSP in some aspects. Like, there's a lot of fun to this gameplay, you know, especially with like the customizations of the weapons and armor and all that good stuff. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. So now we get to the quintessential part of this video, this review. How does it rank on the monkey level? You know, if we're looking at it from a surface level, yeah, there's monkeys. Yeah, you're like a monkey humanoid type homie, but you know, I don't know how it stacks up. We got to look at the history of every monkey video game in existence. Now, I'm definitely going to miss a few, but let's just name some right off the bat. All the Super Monkey Balls, those are absolute heat. Plenty of monkeys. The whole plot's about, you know, freaking bananas. Donkey Kong, same thing, bananas. Ape Escape, Overwatch. I'll be real, it's on here just because of that damn gorilla. He is monkey-ish, so we're going to include him. And also, Samba de Amigo. That's one of the most culturally diverse monkeys I can think of. The homie from Ape Out, he's in there. Hell, Curious George got a game, you know? So Black Myth Wukong has a lot to live up to in terms of the legacy of monkey. Like, I don't think y'all realize how many monkey and gorilla-like games we got. Hell, they even came out with a King Kong game. And you know what? That's going to go down in history. So Black Myth Wukong has to live up to that as well. I think Black Myth Wukong is going to go down for fame rather than infamy in that aspect. But overall, it's going to get a 7 out of 10 on the monkey scale. And, you know, if we add up all of these figures, we're going to get our grand total, which is a whopping 7.5 out of 10. That's not bad. And I think overall, that's what the game deserves. I think people are coked out, you know, if they're giving it a 10 out of 10. And I think people are, you know, they got to stick up their ass if they're giving it like a 4 out of 10. It's a good game. So go out, buy it, and play it. You're going to like it. And if you don't, you know what? Maybe you got something against monkeys. I don't know.